Brindley, and it is the first Breakthrough with Brindley of 2021. I'm really excited tonight because when I started these a year ago in January, so I started them January of 2020, prior to anything crazy happening. And I'll share with you here probably in a few weeks why I started these because there was actually a method to my madness around them. Yet I never imagined that I would be consistent enough to do them every week. Consistency is something that I struggle with, and this has been an awesome challenge for me to be consistent. So I just want to thank all of you that have watched for the last year and continue to watch. Continue to send your topics. I love when you guys send in topics so that I can talk about them. So tonight we're going to talk about something that I think is really hot. It's a hot topic right now because of where we are in our year, right? We're right at the beginning of the year. I saw something on Facebook this weekend about everybody starting their diets on Monday the 4th, right? Not on the 1st, but we'll just get through the weekend and we'll start everything on Monday. And what I want to talk about tonight is goals versus commitments. And I started changing my language with myself and my coaching clients around goals versus commitment when I heard Tony DeCello, who some of you may know, but he is a phenomenal coach. He's been a mentor of mine. He's amazing. He told a story about a client that was struggling with, it was a real estate client, struggling with selling homes. And he challenged that individual to go home that night and call her grandchildren and tell her grandchildren that grandma wouldn't be able to take them to Disney World this year because she would not lead generate. And there was so much power in that conversation because I'm gonna walk you through the definition of a goal versus the definition of a commitment. Setting a goal to take your kids to or grandkids to Disney, that's like, I have a goal to take you to Disney, right? It's a little bit, it could happen, it could not happen. I might hit it, I might not hit it. When you tell your grandkids that you're committed to taking them to Disney World, now we're talking about your word. Now we're talking about integrity. And for the majority of us, those are two things that are very, very important because at the end of the day, all you have is your word. And all you have is your integrity. And so a goal is actually defined as the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim, or a desired result. So I want you to notice the words there: effort, aim, desired result. A commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, etc. So a goal is an idea of the future or a desired outcome with a finite time by setting deadlines, right? A commitment is a promise. A commitment is an agreement to do something in the future. So instead of saying, I have a goal to lose 40 pounds this year, what if it was, I am committed to losing 40 pounds this year? Here's what happens is it's no longer about the 40 pounds. When you make a commitment to the 40 pounds, you're now making a commitment to doing whatever it takes to lose the 40 pounds. So I set a goal in April of last year to lose 40 pounds in my 40th year. And I'm 20 down and I have 4 months to go. And so I haven't hit my goal. And so I had to ask myself, I've been committed up to this point, yet have I been committed to doing whatever it takes to hit the 40? And the 40 is, I got to get my food situation under control. I can run, I can go to bar, yet you can't outrun or outbar a bad diet. And so I've hired accountability around that, and I start in February. And I have to talk to her once a week, and I have to log my food, and I have to do all sorts of other funny things that are not appropriate for live Facebook. Yet I had to make that commitment. And so many people say, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yet when it comes down to it, it's not about what you want to do. It's, are you committed to doing whatever it takes to achieve that commitment and to achieve that goal? This is what I found interesting. I wanted to dig into synonyms for goals versus synonyms for commitments. And I really want you to listen to these words. So here are the synonyms for goals: ambition, object of desire, objective, purpose, aspiration. Now I want you to listen to the synonyms for commitments: allegiance, charge, committal, consignment, dedication, duty, engagement, guarantee, loyalty, Must, need, obligation, pledge, responsibility. Do you hear the power in those words versus the words that were synonyms for goals? There is so much more power in commitment than there are goals. 100% of success has been measured as 10% being a goal, something you say you want to do, right? 10% is the action plan. So, how are you going to get to the goal? And the other 80% is the accountability. When we set goals, we're not confident that we want to be held accountable to whatever it takes to meet that. When we make a commitment, we are saying we are accountable not only to ourselves and our word, but we're accountable to the people that we're making the commitment to. And therefore, we're willing to do whatever it takes to honor that commitment. And if accountability is 80% of success, then you have a higher chance of hitting and honoring the commitment than you do a goal, because you have a higher level of accountability. So the last thing is, you have to ask yourself, not just what am I committed to, but am I committed to doing whatever it takes? And a lot of times, guys, when we make a commitment or we set a goal, like with my coaching clients, for instance, they'll say, I'm willing to work out 4 times this week at an hour each. And I'll say to them, I don't think you're committed to that. I don't hear commitment. And here's the thing, I don't have any skin in the game. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have an ego in your commitment. I'm your coach. I'm here to hold you accountable to what your commitment is. So don't say you're going to do something and then not be expected to be held accountable to. A lot of times we will set goals or commitments because we think we should, because other people will judge us if we don't set them high enough. And the only person you're setting up for failure is yourself, because that's an unrealistic commitment. So I say, is it 4 or is it 2? Because I don't care if it's 4 or 2, as long as you're committed to doing whatever it takes to achieve the commitment and to honor the commitment. Because it's a commitment you're making to yourself, and it's a commitment you're making to me as your coach. And so making sure that you're truly setting commitments for you, not for other people. And then when you're setting these commitments, ask yourself, do I move faster towards pleasure, or do I move faster away from pain? I move faster away from pain. It is very hard for me to make a commitment around doing something and say I'm going to do something and then not do it. And I typically will tell the people that I'm going to disappoint the most, or that whose opinions matter the most to me, I will make that commitment. I will say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this commitment, because my word to them is super important. And so asking yourself, do you want to reward yourself when you honor the commitment, or do you want to put consequences in place if you don't honor the commitment? And just remember with that, a lot of times I say to people, it's either money or embarrassment, right? Either you need to write a check to somebody you don't like, or you have to go on Facebook and do 20 burpees in front of all of your friends and family and tell them that you didn't honor your commitment. Now, it shouldn't matter if it's 200 burpees, and it shouldn't matter if it's $20,000. The consequence shouldn't matter, because you're committed to doing whatever it takes to honor the commitment. So as we go into this time, guys, and you're working on your goal setting and your 411s, I really want you to ask yourself, am I setting a goal which is just an ambition? It's just a desired result. Or am I setting a commitment that I am dedicated to doing whatever it takes to make sure that happens, and honor my word and stay in integrity? I hope this was helpful. Great way to start the year. I'm so excited. Continue, private message me your comments, your topic ideas. Put topic ideas in the comments, and I will make sure that we get those. If you want to be added to our mailing list, also drop your email in the comments, and we'll make sure that you get on that. We've got lots of fun and exciting things happening this year. Thanks, guys, and have a great first week of the new year. Bye.